Well, it's time to get back on the trail. I got some water last night down at the spring. It doesn't taste that good, so I'm excited that there's another water source and a little under 5 miles that I'll pick up some water. One of the things I learned early on is when you get water from a new source, to make sure you taste it first before you merge it into any other waters that you have, because a lot of times it's just like nasty. I'm going to put up my umbrella because there's a lot of no shade trail coming up, and I can't believe how hot it is already. It's a little bit harder. I usually tuck my umbrella right here in my chest strap, and then it anchors right here against my bosom. However, the trail has changed me. I've lost a lot of weight, and a bunch of that has been in this upper area. In other words, these milkshakes will not be bringing any boys to the yard anytime soon.
You can see the trail up there.
Okay, you are gorgeous. And long and beautiful in this greenery. Boy, if I was a little bit closer, I'd pick him up. Well, I had a nice little rest. Got stocked up on water. Got rid of that old stuff that I got at that one spring. Ugh. I'm still not ready to get out in this heat. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Maybe when the clouds cover the sun. So I stopped in the next shady spot. Look at how lush this is. I tried to catch a picture of that bird. It was beautiful. It's the bird sound that you hear when I was showing in the stream. It goes root, 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 root. No, anyway. It is a red-headed yellow bird with black wings. It is absolutely stunning. Beautiful. I'll have to look up and see what it is. That's the sound. Hi, what you doing? I like your red horns. You sure are handsome. Whoop, there we go. This is so cool because coming up the backside, see these jagged hills or mountains right there? That is the backside, I believe, to the north of Mount Owens. On the other side of these mountains is Highway 395 that goes all the way up along the Sierras. But the little roads that come up to the canyons on the other side, like Grapevine Canyon, Sand Canyon, Kennedy Meadows, all of those you get to from the other side of there from Highway 395. So interesting to see it from the back side. I'll put up a picture what the front side looks like. Ooh, yesterday was a hard one. That last climb was insane. Made it to the top, to this campground, which is where I was going for. And everybody who was up here gave everybody high fives as they came through because it was such a bear. It was absolutely straight up, especially the last mile. It was crazy. It was windy in the night, and it was one of those winds that carries the dirt. So I woke up this morning and everything had like this thin layer of dirt on it. So But I don't know where the mosquitoes came from. I woke in the night just itching like crazy. I don't know if I got bit by the water source yesterday. Usually you get stings. But I woke up just, my arms were just like on fire. I was just scratching like I was gonna pull my skin off. So mosquitoes is the thing I can't take. As I've said before, maybe, that's what would take me off trail, because there's areas that the mosquitoes are thick like clouds. And I have my bug suit ready, but I won't get that until I get to Candy Meadows. It's in the Candy Meadows box. Anyway, by the time I get to the real heavy mosquitoes, I'll have my full suit, the pants, the top, the hood. I'll do a dance. I'll do the mosquito bug suit dance for you. These darn flies. But, so what was I going to say? Oh, so I took a Benadryl to see if that would help with the itching, and that thing knocked me out. The last time I took a Benadryl was when we were camping in Death Valley, and I got bit by what we figured out later was a wasp, tarantula wasp. Oh my God, it was horrible. Much worse than a bee sting, and you could just see the poison just leaching into my skin. Anyway, so I took a Benadryl. I didn't do any hiking that day either. It knocked me out. I sat in the chair and just went out. So here I sit. Today is also a bit of a solemn day. The community received word that one of the PCT hikers from class of 2018, I believe, who had gone missing last year, Gavin Johnston, was found, and he is now home. Condolences to his family, and kudos to the thousands of man hours and people and search and rescue and volunteers who helped find him and bring him home. Rest in peace, Gavin. Whenever I see the beautiful Indian paintbrush along the trail, and believe me, it's been all along the trail, just about everywhere you hike, including in Las Vegas, you see that beautiful Indian paintbrush. And it takes me back to when I was a kid in China Lake. I belonged to a rock group, collecting group called the Pebble Pups. It was all the kids from the big rock group. I don't know what else to call them. But anyway, so we would always go out. The leaders would take us out to all these places all around Ridgecrest. I mean, it was just like, you know, just in an hour or two from there to go prospecting. And there was just all kinds of different crystals and rocks and different things that we would find just around there. I mean, if you know it's there, it's amazing. I even had and too bad, I know there's a picture of it, but of my rock collection that was in one of the rock and mineral shows. So I just always smile and have wonderful memories when I see the Indian paintbrush. Okay, today is another first for smells on the trail. I often smell potatoes. I don't know what it is, and I've confirmed with other hikers that they smell some form of potato. One fellow said it smelled like French fries. So he was so excited to find somebody else who had the same experience. Then there was that section where it just smelled rum. Rum! Then sometimes I'll smell like a chocolate thing, but today I'm smelling mushrooms. It smells like a delicious, creamy cream of mushroom soup with a little dollop of sour cream on it. That might taste good. Never done that, but it just sounds good. Yum! Now I'm on the saddle. This is the saddle that comes between these mountains looking back to the east, or the west, I'm sorry. And now I'm looking back over Ridgecrest from a different angle. Woo! Look at the beautiful carpet of purple flowers. Beautiful. This is so beautiful. I've never seen so many flowers like this purple carpet of flowers underneath pine trees. Because usually there's something in the pine needles that's hard for stuff to grow around them. But, well, maybe like that. It can't grow under it, but further out it makes good fertilizer. Beautiful. Instead, I gave this tree a braid with that really cool bark that it has. I think it's juniper. Softly and tenderly, Jesus is calling, calling for you and for me. See, at the portals he's watching and waiting, waiting for you and for me. Come home, come home, ye who are weary, come home. Softly and tenderly, Jesus is calling, calling, oh sinner, come home. Might be far-fetched. I'm trying to figure out what that animal or bird is making that sound. It looks like it's coming. And do you hear that lovely music? Water. Beautiful water. Cold water. Yes. Ooh, what a day. I made it to the Chimney Creek campground. Got my tent all set up, getting ready to fix a little dinner. I have no idea what. I'm not hungry, but I know I need to eat something. And scratching on mosquitoes. I might have to take another Benadryl tonight. I really don't want to because I need to get an early start tomorrow. I've got another massive climb. But I've been leapfrogging with T-Rex and Margarita. I thought they were long ahead of me, but they passed me today about 3 times. So we were leapfrogging today. I got some fresh water at the stream back a little ways, and it was so good. It's so cold, so tasty. I'm so glad. Down in my tent, getting ready to get all cozy in my bag, and bid you a good night.